Welcome students of class 11. Today I will discuss on the repeating portion of the online classes and also some problems regarding to the chapter, that is equilibrium. So you have to follow both the online and offline classes. The offline classes will be the next portion from the online class. So keep following on the classes. So first of all, last day, that is yesterday, we have discussed on the different application of equilibrium constants, and there are three main applicable areas of equilibrium constant. One is the predicting the path of the reaction, second one is the extent of the reaction, and third one is the calculating the equilibrium concentration. And I have discussed it detailed regarding that. Now today I will discuss on some dependency of concentration, that is dependency of concentration on equilibrium constant. Dependency of concentration. So relation, the topic is relation between concentration and equilibrium constant. I have told earlier that it is depends on the reaction, that is if the number of moles of reactants and products are different, then there is a unit for the equilibrium constant. But if the number of moles is different, then there will be a value of, or there will be a unit for equilibrium constant. For example, I am writing down the equation, that is CO, carbon monoxide gas, plus H2O gas, reversible sign, CO2 plus hydrogen, CO2 gas plus hydrogen gas, right? Now first of all calculate the number of moles in the reactant side. So number of moles on reactant side is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. Number of moles on product side is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2, because here is 1, here is 1, here is 1, here is 1. So this is true. So the number of moles is equal on both the reactant and product side. So here there will be the no unit for Kc. Just implying it, Kc is the concentration of CO2 gas into concentration of hydrogen. In the denominator it will be the CO and concentration of H2O. Now if we represent all the concentrations, suppose it is gram per mole, here also gram per liter, gram per liter, here gram per liter and gram per liter, right? Then all are cancels out and there will be a unity. So here there is a no unit of equilibrium constant. But if we take another one example, just like the reactions of carbonyl chloride, that is decomposition of carbonyl chloride. I am writing down the equation on the board. You may also write in your exercise copy. COCl2 gas, reversible sign, CO gas plus Cl2 gas, CO gas plus Cl2 gas. So here first of all calculate the number of moles on reactant side. On reactant side is equal to 1, because here is only one constituent, and number of moles on product side is equal to 1 plus 1, that is 2. So there is a difference in the number of moles of reactants and products. So just calculating the value of Kc, Kc equal to concentration of CO into concentration of Cl2 divided by concentration of CoCl2, right? So it is gram per liter, here also gram per liter it is assuming, then also gram per liter. So the overall it is a unit remains for Kc. So here is the dependency of concentration on the equilibrium constant. the constant unit of equilibrium constant is varied according to the stoichiometry of the reaction. Next one example about this is NO plus half of Cl2, NO plus NO gas, reversible sign, decomposition, half of N2 plus half of O2, half of N2 gas plus half of O2 gas. Now here also first of all calculate the number of reactant side is 1, and here product side, that is half plus half, that is equal to 1. So in both the side the number of moles are equal, and for this reason here there will be the no unit of Kc or the equilibrium constant. I think you have understood it. Next point, that is the next part of the previous day, that is application of equilibrium constant. It is that the relationship between K, Q and G, I have studied on, I have told it on yesterday, that the relation between G, Q and K. Now what is G? G is the Gibbs free energy. What is Q? Q is the reaction quotient. And what is K? K is the equilibrium constant. Right? So these are the three conditions, that is G, Q and K. What is the thermodynamic term? Now from, as we have already studied thermodynamics, then the thermodynamics contains an equation, that is Gibbs-Helmholtz equation. What is this? The Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, del G is equal to del H minus T del S. We know the equation, del G equal to del H minus T del S. Del G is the change in the free energy of the system, del H is the change in the enthalpy of the system, T is the temperature in Kelvin scale, and delta S is the change in the entropy. Entropy is the chaosness of the system. Now here we will make a equation to relate the G and Q, and later on it will be converted to the with K. So we know the notation, that is G, Q and K. Now there is also a further condition, that when delta G is less than 1, when delta G is less than 1, reaction is spontaneous. When delta G less than 1, reaction is spontaneous. When delta G greater than 1, reaction is non-spontaneous. We have the knowledge from the thermodynamics. These two are the concepts from the thermodynamics. Now the equation, that del G equal to del G0 minus RT ln Q or QC. Del G equal to del G0 minus RT ln QC. Now using this equation, del G equal to del G0 plus RT ln QC. Now using this equation, when reaction is in equilibrium, it is the thermodynamic equation, del G equal to del G0 plus RT ln QC equation. Then del G equal to 0. At equilibrium del G equal to 0. So 0 equal to del G0 plus RT ln QC, and so del G0 equal to minus RT ln QC. At equilibrium, we know that at equilibrium Kc equal to QC, that is minus RT ln Kc. So here, as Kc equal to QC at equilibrium, right? Now this is the equation, that is del G0 equal to minus RT ln Kc. Now there is a further derivation on that. Further derivation is, so we have to take the value of Kc. Now Kc ln Kc is equal to del G0 minus RT, and Kc is equal to e to the power minus del G0 by RT, and Kc equal to e to the power minus del G0 by RT. So now the points are Nitya. If del G0 is less than 1, if del G0 is less than 1, then minus del G0 by RT is greater than 1, because minus minus there is plus, is greater than 1. Then the value of the exponential term, the e to the power term, is called as exponential term. Then e to the power minus del G0 by RT is equal to e to the power plus VE, that is equal to greater than 1. So Kc greater than 1. So when del G0 is less than 1, then Kc greater than 1. That means the value of equilibrium constant is greater than 1. Another point, that is when del G0 is greater than 1. When del G0 is greater than 1. So this is the next part, when del G0 is greater than 1. Now we know the expression, that is Kc equal to e to the power minus del G0 by RT. It is the expression we have derived. Now putting the value, that is the del G0 by RT equal to minus VE, that is e to the power minus VE, that is less than 1. So Kc less than 1. So in the first case, the Kc greater than 1, that is when equilibrium del G0, that is the free energy function, is less than 1 and the reaction is possible according to the thermodynamic concept. So this is the relation between K, del G, and the extent of reaction or the reaction quotient, that is Q. Now come on with one example or one problem from this section. Just one problem, that at equilibrium the concentration of nitrogen, oxygen and NO is given in a sealed vessel. Now we know the importance of sealed vessel at 800 K. So the conditions is sealed vessel and a constant temperature, because we know that Kc is definite for a definite temperature. What will be the value of Kc for the reaction? Very simple. So the concentrations are given and we have to write down the equation NO to nitrogen plus oxygen to NO, nitrogen plus oxygen, as it is given. Now just the value of NO is equal to 2.8 into 10 to the power minus 3. N2 is equal to N2 having the value of 3 into 10 to the power minus 3, and O2 having the value of 4.2 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. Now calculate equilibrium constant. So Kc for this reaction is equal to concentration of nitrogen into concentration of oxygen divided by concentration of NO. square. Now putting the value, that is N2 equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 into O equal to 4.2 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 2.8 into 10 to the power minus 3 square. Now calculating 8, 3 into 4.2 divided by 2.8 into 2.8 into and the other portion is cancelled out because it is 10 to the power 6, here also 10 to the power 6. Now it will be 12.6 divided by 7.84. So it will be 1260 by 784, that is equal to 7, that is 1.784 40 4, that means 3, 1.3 or surrounding it. So the value of Kc for the reaction is that. So by this way we can calculate the value of Kc, and from that we will predict the feasibility of the reaction or spontaneity of the reaction. On the next day, that is maybe offline or online, you have to follow, but it will be the next session, that is last atelier principle, which is very important portion of the equilibrium chapter. So till then, goodbye.